So we have officially moved from the outside, from the inside to the outside, and this is our final version of the of the gate. It's a little windy today, so it was moving a little bit, but we went ahead and dug out all of this, all the ground here, so that we could lay down some concrete just to add some more stability and make sure that it was straight and didn't slide as much. We laid down some concrete, and then we put some pavers in there, and then Julia really wanted to add this just to give it a little more security, especially with the wind. So we drilled the hole in just so that we can place this extra lock in there. These we made from scratch. They were pretty easy to do. We just got some tools from Lowe's to make for the hinges, to make the actual gate, and then to make the lock so that we have extra security. So since under quarantine, we've had to find new ways to keep ourselves busy, and luckily we had a lot of work to do in the backyard. As you can see, it's kind of a mess right now. We most recently took out the garden that originally was there. Also, we're in the middle of replacing these stairs. First we were just going to replace the steps, but then it became clear that we needed to just replace the whole structure itself. We had to redo the base here and the post there that's going to be connected to the stairs, because here on the stairs at least you have the wall of the house, but here you don't have anything, so you need a little more stability, and thus we created a cement block there that's being formed by the bucket, so that way we can attach the wooden post to it. We decided to give it a little less of an incline, because previously it had a pretty significant incline, so now the stairs are going to be made wider and a little bit straighter, so it's going to be just a little bit safer for when we decide to rent it out or sell the house later. So this actually took us a couple of days to dry. It is now ready for us to start removing some of the barriers.
The first cuts you have to use square this, you know? Mm-hmm. But to square that needs to be close to the edge there, you know? Mm-hmm. To be attached there. So you make it 0. You're 9 degrees, you know? Right. And then you start, you go down, and then you go straight that way. You see, so you can verify where the blade drops. And then you hold it, or you can use this one. Push all the way in. Now you do the cut.
Champ pulling through even in the rain. So now we just need to put the concrete anchors in to stabilize it,
to give more support on the bottom.
Right.
One here, one here, one here.
So we are nearly done. We just have to do the final step, which is going to be a little bit different. It's going to definitely be a lot wider because it's going to be going over this area. And then we have to put the post back here that we're going to have to remake as well. So that's going to definitely require some more calculations on our end.
I have to do the rating, and by code it's supposed to be enclosed. Yeah, this is supposed to be enclosed here, so we're gonna have to. But we have a nice circular saw now, so supposedly we're supposed to put it under here, you know.
Bravo, grazie Giulio. Yes.
No.
No. No?
Now we need to get the drill so we... This is gonna be solid enough.
Let's hope so.
1/2 inch fucking bolts, galvanized steel, American steel. So
Yes. So it's officially our last steps.
oh, these
Oh shit.
holes pretty much like flashed here. I didn't think this through, and like, so I know the code was every 6 feet. Is it 6 feet in this way? Like linear? Or is 6 feet of rail? Or I have another post like this.
Look at you. Did this all by yourself?
Yes.
Nice. Okay, so we are back, and now we're going to be reconstructing the entire deck. So we are preparing for that now, moving our grill to start taking down the perimeter here, and then also replacing these boards. As you can see here, we just got all of these planks just in today, so we're able to go to work. And now we're going to be start removing the planks, which is like the fun part, right?
Wait.
Okay, so we removed all the planks, and now we noticed that some of the joists weren't quite great, and so we went ahead and placed some sister joists to connect them and give them a little bit more strain. We were just doing some measurements to make sure our bolts are the right width from each other. We're noticing some cracks in some areas, and so what we're thinking to do is to add some extra support in there for these beams, just to make things feel a little more secure before we start adding the rest of the planks. So we are back, and Julio is just sanding down the inside of each of the beams where we're going to be putting the sister beams, just to make sure that they're nice and smooth for us, and then I'm about to wipe them down. So we got so far, we are about halfway through. Now he's just brushing in some of the wood glue into some of the cracks of where we have the old wood. This is just gonna make sure that over time we minimize damage, and so it's gonna make it stronger. It's gonna help when it comes to like rainfall. We have all those placed in now. We did every other one. But we did 2 here just in the entrance because there's the most traffic there, so it just made the most sense to place some extra in the middle and then towards the ends. These here are going to help with reinforcing the shape and the structure, and with weight distribution, correct? Because you have the extra central support system here.
No, it's not real support. It's mostly like for keep it in place. You know?
Okay. Julio likes to do the daredevil stuff.
As long as you're not dancing on it, it's gonna be fun.
We decided to put a brand new transition in place, just because it's going to look a lot nicer and just be a lot smoother and easier to work with. So we finally got our final fit.